Hello, PEPC family. Do you remember me? I'm Kim Servia, and 5 years ago, you served and loved my family so well while I was in the ICU. I was very sick. I had a 1 in 10,000 chance of survival, but you prayed and He heard, and I'm here. So praise Him for that. Thank you. For the last couple of years, I've been participating in the Colson Fellows program, and I'd like to invite you, starting in July, to join us in a 10-month study of creation, fall, redemption, and restoration. We'll study questions like, where do I come from? What's happened in the world? What can we do about it? How can it be fixed? What's my purpose in all of this?
I think what impacted me was I knew what I believed, or I thought I knew what I believed, but I really didn't have a way to articulate it and to put it out there in a sensible way, at least that made sense to me. And quite often I felt it was easier to avoid conversations on those topics as opposed to really diving into those, not so much to win the argument, but maybe just to open someone's mind and plant some seeds. As I watch other people interact, as you see what happens on social media, there is very little one-on-one conversation happening, and that's what Jesus did. As Christians, we're called to do that, not necessarily to be the harvesters, but to be the gardener, to plant seeds in people that God one day can grow and hopefully change their perspective and lead them closer to God.
We live in a culture that is increasingly divided, and it's hard to have these conversations without people taking offense. And it was incredibly helpful to be able to do the studying on our own and then come together as a group. We're different political backgrounds, different backgrounds in a lot of different ways, and being able to have wonderful and spiritual and respectful conversations where we can search for truth based on what the Bible teaches. As a mom of 3 little kids, I was concerned about the time commitment. Completing this program was a lot of work, and I knew that it would be. And I had to carve out time before the kids got up, during nap time, after they went to bed. And it was really life-giving to me, so I was able to really thrive in that. But it's worth 10 months of your time to learn how to raise your children in the truth. I wasn't able to give them 100% of my time the last 10 months, but I am so well equipped to love them and teach them about Jesus now.
I think doing it as a pair together made it easier, honestly, because I had Sierra there to keep me accountable, to say, no, like, keep pushing through this. And it was a lot more, I would say, immersive because of the continued conversations that we had with that.
Talking through things more, there's more of that communication, so it does naturally draw you closer together. Because you kind of get more on the same page, or you just have deeper conversations about things that you wouldn't necessarily previously.
One thing that I really appreciate going through this program is that I saw your faith develop so much more during this year, and how much more confident Sierra is at defending her faith and knowing what she believes and why she believes it. In terms of your faith, I think you've come out of your shell a lot this past year from this.
I got excited about being able to extend my study of the Christian faith because I'm kind of a new Christian, and I feel like I'm in catch-up mode, so this felt like a really good fit for me. And I was really engaged with the idea of having confidence, clarity, and courage to share the Christian faith with others. I really enjoyed interacting and engaging with the other fellows in training. We come together once a month. We get to reinforce what we've been reading and share and think about it in different ways that we didn't even do on our own. So it was awesome time to be with them. I've been involved in this program now for 10 months, and when I first started, I thought, wow, this is going to be a lot of work. But now that I'm through these 10 months, I have to say this program is for anybody, at any age, at any point of their faith, whether they're brand new Christians like me, or you've been a Christian your whole life. This program will continue to encourage you to grow in your faith and your walk with the Lord.
On June 23rd, we're going to have an informational meeting in the Ministry Center, and we'd love to invite you to come along and learn more about the program. But don't wait until then. Come and visit us at the Colson Fellows table to learn more.